share the screen. Let me know when you are able to see the screen.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, then. Probably today is the last session for SQL. I mean SQL as well. Both are same actually. So, if there is any doubt related to SQL, whatever we have learned in this week, or maybe the previous week, can ask me. If there is any stuck point when you are doing the hands-on part, or if there is any confusion or why this output is showing us, then I'll try to help you as per my knowledge. So please ask me the questions if there is any. Okay, so today I'll be going to cover the rest of the part. I mean, the DCL, data control language. TCL is also there, transaction control language, although it's not too much important for data engineering, a bit important for TCL, but DCL is mainly for DBA, database administrator. Just, I mean, as we are learning the database and all, I'll be touching this topic before closing the SQL chapter. And we'll be going through it some functions. Those are the inbuilt functions in each database. Maybe the function syntax is different for each of the databases. Okay. So as we are learning on MySQL, so we'll be just going ahead with this thing. But to get help, the functionality may be same for other databases as well for the functions. So if you have some knowledge on the functions part, what it is doing, then you can quickly search and you can get the exact keyword for that function for other databases as well. So when when it should be in your work experience or work life, maybe you're working in Teradata or maybe you're working in Oracle. So whatever function we are learning today, maybe the same function or same keyword should not be there, but the functionality should be same. So just try to check what is the exact keyword then for that database and all. Okay, so let's get started and the things will be getting easier. Okay, so first of all, I'll be touching the topic of dummy table. So, before starting the classes, we started the classes with creating a table and querying on top of the table to check the data and all. But if you're a developer, then maybe if you are just creating a function or maybe you are doing some checkups on top of, there is no such table. Okay. Or you need to create a table to do all those stuffs. But this is not the case. A dummy table is there for checking the things, just like it should be returning only one single element for your testing purpose, just like I'm putting select one from dummy. It's the inbuilt one. Dummy. Why dummy is not showing? Dual, I believe. For SQL, the dummy table name is dual. Okay. So just like it's returning one, any calculation we can put 1 plus 1. It will be returning in this way. So dual is the dummy table name, should be returning a single element specially used for calculation purpose. Okay. For MySQL, its different name, maybe in Oracle it's dummy. The same thing is same table naming convention is dummy. Can also use, I think, without using dual keyword as well, we can directly put select one. I think this should be also working. Quickly check. Yeah. So it's pointing to dual. We do not mention dual, it should be working on top of dual. Okay. So this is mainly for, checking any functions, whether the function is working or not. If you're creating any functions or just to check, someone told you to extract the first day based on current dates. Okay. So let me show you how we can check the current date or system date. There's a keyword, I think, current. I'll be coming this topic again. The next slide as well. Okay. So current date is a function which will pick up computer date, computer timestamp. So this is the current date over here from dual table. And suppose you have, you need to create a function to, I mean, based on current date, you need to extract the first date of the current date. Okay. So, I mean, that should be, I mean, one or maybe which is the month of this current date. So you need to extract the month of current date. So you can put several logics on top, current date in dual. So this is the function of this dummy table. Okay. Hope that is understandable. Going to next topic. Okay. Now I'll be just touching the date thing, date function. So first of all, I didn't use the date keyword earlier. So I just created a particular date column. Okay. Just before the session I was creating, I just altered the employee table. Whoever they are in previous classes, I think you are aware of this table, but we have started with learning the things. So it's the employee table. We have those columns till employee salary. I just added employee date of birth. Okay, the column is blank. Now I'll be going to entry some data over there. Just like that should be update statement. We know update table. Then on top of that date of birth, we'll do some operation to have some date functions, knowledge on date functions. Okay, update employee, employee table set employee DOB equals. Okay, so for each of the database, there is default date format because date can be referred in multiple way. Maybe someone's is having day, then month, then year format. Someone is having just for Oracle, we have in this format in default. What I'm assuming 27th no 22. This is the default date format for Oracle. So if you are defining any other format of date, that should be stored as string format. That is the varchar format or character format. So each of the database should be having a default date format. For MySQL, the date format is year, DD. So this is the default date format. And let me quickly check over here as well. Let me show you the thing. Sorry. Default data format in MySQL. I just checked it. Okay. So this is the default date format. For MySQL, let me check other server as well. Let's check MS SQL Server 2012. There should be slashes. Okay. So the thing is, the concept is if we are defining in any other format, irrespective of, I mean, without using that date format, define date format for that database, then that particular data should be stored as string, not date data type. Date is a different data type. If we can see the definition of the table of employee, the column ID is the employee ID is integer. Then first name, last name, address is varchar. That means storing string. Salary is storing integer data. And the newly created column I have created with date data type. Okay. If I just going to update any different date format without this one, then it will be throwing me, I mean, an error that particular. Why? Because that particular column is defined as date, but why we are inserting the string. So that kind of issue we should be receiving. Let me fill quickly for some of the dates, just like 1990, 12, 25. Where employee ID 1. Let me just quickly check whether it's updated. Yeah, let me update for few more. 1940, not 40. It's too many. It's older. For 3. Yeah, just I picked for these three. Fine. So I just inserted these three dates over here for this many employees, and the other employees did not inserted their data. So let's go ahead with the next. I mean, we will be imposing some of the date functions. So just like day, if we just do on top of date column, the date function, just like let's start from employee. Let me put star. Star means it will be showing all the columns. Okay, this is a new operation as well, maybe for some one of you. Then I'm doing comma means I'll be okay. Just to do one more thing. So star, I told you, star will fetch all the columns. Then comma, I can pull any other columns again. Okay, that means star. Then again, I'm calling employee ID. It should be showing in this way. Employee ID. Till this, it's the start. Then I am calling again the employee ID. Okay. So this way I can do anything. I mean, whichever column we want to see at first or second or only one, this one, then we can manipulate in this way. Fine. So then I'm just putting day function on top of employee date of birth. So it will be returning the particular day. Okay. Same way we have ER. So day, year, month, this keyword is specifically work in any day data type, date data type and extracting the day, year, month. Okay. So this is the concept of that functions. So this kind of stuff is useful when you will be defining a calendar directly in your applications in future. So just you need to extract your current date and then everything should, I mean, you can design, I mean, by putting logic over there on top of this by SQL, you can create an entire calendar. Okay. So using those functions, there are lots of functions as well. Let me show you what are the functions I've typed. Day, month, year, right? So date diff means we can have two different date. It's like select date diff within bracket. I can put two various date. It will be helping us the date diff. I mean the difference between day difference between these two date. You put 80. Okay, so there is 4,383 day difference between these two date. So this kind of function is also there. There's various kind of functions you can search it in Google, but each perspective, I mean, based on requirement, we can use those kind of functions. Okay, I just showed you for example. This one I just showed to you. It will be showing the system date for that particular day when we'll add the query. Till now, is there any doubt from anyone? Okay, I hope no. Okay, there is one more topic in select. Maybe, yeah, I did not cover that time. I found this conditional statements in select query. Okay. Omitting these date stuffs. I hope we have learned the thing properly. Let's go back to the table again. We will be imposing some select statement. I mean the conditional statement on top of employee address. Okay. Uh, so the conditional statement may be on top of any column. So, but the keyword maybe we can use if else or case statement. So the thing is, maybe we need to, create a particular column based on calculation. So, as per the data, let's take this example. Based on this city of this employee, we can identify which region the particular employee is coming from. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So let me just take select. Sorry, not from here. Select. Let me come with employee first name. Okay, I'm using the case statement on top of employee address. Just like case keyword should be there. Then on which column I'll be doing the thing, employee address. Okay, now the case statement should be there. Okay, we have to use when keyword, when employee address equal Mumbai in string. Mumbai is in western region country. Then let me put, then keyword should be there, and what representation should be there I need to putting west. Okay, the same way I have to design when Delhi, then North Kolkata maybe next. Okay, so I need to put a else to show if there is any missing city I did not mention over here for safe side, else not available, just like this one, not available, or NA. Then we need to end this particular condition, alias them as a particular column name, region. Okay. From employee table. Let me fetch the address as well over here. So we are fetching two columns from the table, employee first name, employee address. Then I'm doing what I'm doing. On top of the employee address, we are assigning them which region that should be. Okay, and the region should be a new column there when I'll be selecting the data set. Okay, let me run this thing. Okay, so this is by this thing we can do calculation. I mean, the conditional statement is, this is a conditional statement on top of select, I mean SQL. So this kind of stuff is very helpful maybe when we are doing the analytics thing. Most time we need to create the flags. Okay, flag means yes, no, why, and so based on the conditions, we need to create those kind of stuffs in our enterprise or any of the applications you are supporting or you are doing any project. So this is very important. Conditional statement on top of any columns. It's a calculation. So this kind of stuffs we need to we have to do in our future. Okay, so that is understandable, correct? I hope yes that. Okay, I'm going for some analytical function. Those functions are also called the window function. Okay, so that is row number, rank, dense rank. I mean, actually, those are same, but a bit different from each other. And those kind of stuffs may come in your interview as well. What is the difference between row number? This is the scenario. Which one you will prefer? So these kind of stuffs you can face. Uh, those are three powerful functions as well: row number, rank, and dense rank. Let me pull this thing. Row number, rank, and dense rank. Okay, fine. Let me omit these stuffs. What we have already covered. Again, we have the employee table. Let's do one thing. On top of the salary, we'll be doing the ranking thing, row number thing, anything you can do. First, go ahead with row number. I'm choosing select first name, then employee salary. Then I'll be doing the calculation on top of employee salary to have the ranking field. So row number, let me use row number. Okay, with the example, we can understand what is the difference between these three functions. Okay, so each of the functions we need to put the over key. Okay, row number over which particular column? Employee salary. I'll be doing the row number. Salary. Employee salary, we just have to put order by clause over here. Order by employee salary. Let me put a name over here. I mean the alias. Salary rank salary rank from employee table. First name employee. This is not the. I think employee first name was there. Employee first name. I put it wrong. The other thing is fine. Employee salary. Yeah. Let me run it again. Yeah. Remove it. So this is the thing. Okay. The rank we just have to in descending order because I just want to put the highest paid one should be rank 1. So order by employee salary descending. Okay. So the top one will come first as rank 1. Okay. So we have this kind of row number function to choose particular column, and we can do the ranking part as well on top of this. So over there we may have got the interview question. So how we can choose the maximum paid salary? That thing we have also put an example in using the subquery part. If you could remember the max min function there that type. So from that thing, we can easily understand what should be the who should be the number one or lowest paid or just like this way. Or over here by rank using ranking, we can also use who is second, who is third, who is fourth, everything. So if they want anything, who is the second paid, then just have to put another query. Select employee first name. I'm choosing the second one. How to choose? From this data set, I'll be putting this should be a subquery.
Then how to cook it 2 on 1?
Where salary Okay, we need to just filter top of salary rank. Here as well. Something is missing there. Oh my god. Let me check whether it's running fine. Okay. So Sumit should be having the salary rank 2. This is the thing. By this inner query, we have put the rank function there, and we can have particular column assigned with rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm just choosing again with who is, I mean, the employee name and who is having the rank equal to. So this is a simple thing we have already done. I mean, learned the thing earlier session, the filtering part and all. So this is the stuffs. I mean, the rank function is important. Okay. I mean, the row number function we are using. Now, just I want to show what is the difference between row number and the rank. Let me quickly eliminate the stuffs, or let me just quickly pick this thing from here. Okay. So here we are using the row number function to extract the rank. But we can check that Pankaj and Atul, both of them are having 40,000. But they are not discriminated as, I mean, they're all, both of them are not 3. The rank is not 3. Anyone is having assigned 3 or another one is 4. So that's the specialty of rank, I mean, row number. There is, I mean, that is in continuous in manner. So 1 to 8, they will be covering each individual a particular rank, and that particular salary rank cannot be duplicated. It's distinct. But whom should they prioritize, this we cannot determine over here. Okay, so that's why rank function is coming. If I put rank function, just check out what is the difference. Okay, what rank is doing 1, 2, then 40,000, those are same. That's why we are putting 3, 3. Okay. So we have covered till analysis of 4% over there, till this thing, till Atul. Then we are not coming with 4 again. It's starting with 5, 5. Okay. Then again, it's covered 2 different. That's why we are coming from 7, 8. So rank is using over here, and we are not, I mean, but this is, I mean, another approach for defining the rank over there. But if you could check for, I mean, if we are giving award for any 10th exam pass out students or anything, then we can see that multiple person can hold one single position. Okay. Then we cannot go to the, I mean, the first one, the first position is having 3 people. Then we are not going directly third position. We have second position again with some other people. So for that purpose, we need to use dense rank. So over here, you can see 3 is covered by 2 people. That's why we are not going to fourth rank again. But in dense rank, just like this 1, 2, 3, 3, then we are coming to 4. So this is various way of ranking the system. So dense rank is the property or the requirement for this kind of ranking system. We are using dense rank function. So those are the difference for row number, dense rank, and rank function, and those are very much important as well. And those kind of questions are quite frequent in interview. When I have faced this thing, what is the property of dense rank? Why we are using this kind of stuff? Okay. Okay, I'm covering. I just covered till function part. Any doubt from your side that you need more clarification or anything?
Yeah, Saptik, can you cover dense rank once again?
Yeah, just I'm highlighting the difference. Then I think it should be easily understandable. I'm
Okay.
putting the rank function again at the below. Okay. And firing the rank to 1. Just I'll be just requesting you to check where the same salary is there. So 40,000, 40,000. They are having rank 3 because both of them is having same salary. Then the exact below 30,000, it's not capturing rank 4 there. They're capturing rank 5 because rank 4 has been covered by Atul logically 3, 4. As two persons are holding same position, then they have omitted the 4th rank and they are going to 5th rank. Even over here, Ajay and Kamal, both of them are having 30,000 each. So both of them are holding 5th position. So there is no 6th rank over here. They're directly going to 7th, 8th. I think that is understandable. But 10th rank, can see. In dense rank, no positions are not been. They're not removing any positions over here. So this is the difference. Okay. Did you get it, Jay?
Yes.
Okay. Based on different criteria, we need to choose the ranking thing. For mention for board exams and all, we cannot omit. There are multiple scenarios that multiple students are holding a single position. Then we need to go ahead with this way. We cannot remove one particular position. Just like three persons are holding, three people are holding first positions. Then we are not omitting second and third positions. For second as well, there are some people. Third as well, there are some people. So this way, the ranking thing is mattering over here. In different scenarios, we have to use different functions this way. Just I have given the example, and this is very much important and asked by interviews. So I just highlighted those three functions over here. Okay. Let me. Okay. Let me go to the next slide. So functions, but there are lots of functions keyword as well based on different 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 criteria. Those are the basic functions I just showed to you. In detailing level, if you have further requirement in your project, it can be available in website. You can quickly check. You can put your requirement, and the things should be available. But based on this, you can do the other stuffs. Maybe the query is a big. Query will be a bigger one. Then you can use the other thing. But those are the basic one. On top of this, you can work anything. The analytical part as well. I've already told you the group by or aggregation functions in earlier topic. Those are very much important for analytics part. So I think we have covered the basic functions. Now I'm going to cover the rest of the topic of SQL. Okay. The first we have covered DTL, DML, DQL is select purpose. To visualize the data. DCL and TCL, those are the thing left. Although those are not specifically data analytics part. TCL means, let me cover TCL first, then I'll be coming to DCL. Okay. TCL is transaction control language. What is, those are the three main things: commit, save point, rollback. So whatever we are doing over here, especially the DMLs. Okay. Let's go ahead for commit first. Commit, I mean, if DDL is auto committed, first of all, if we change anything for table structure, or if we are creating a table in the single in that particular database, then this is auto committed. That means no need to commit. And why commit keyword is there? I mean, if we are changing anything, okay, in that particular database we have installed it in our local machine, okay, but your enterprise or anything, I mean, in your applications, when you are working in a company, then the same database is being used by various employee, maybe thousands of employee, software engineer, the data scientist, data analytics, they're working on top of the database. Okay, someone is having read access, someone is having write access. So various kind of things should be there. But whatever, if you are changing anything for DDL, if you are changing anything, then it should be auto committed and the things should be coming over here. But for DML is not auto committed. So I mean, if you are changing the thing at your locals, but to reflect this thing to everyone's, or to commit these things in this database itself, so that everyone can see this, then you need to use the commit keyword. Okay. I just deleted. Okay. Control Z. Okay. Suppose I have alter. Okay. Today I can give you a quick example. Let me delete this thing. I'm just going at select start from employee. Okay. Today, beginning of the classes, I have introduced that particular column. This is for, I mean, when I'm just adding this column, this is a DDL. Okay. And while, I mean, when I have inserting those data, those 3 data of birth, this is a DML, that is data manipulation language. If I just disconnect this database and reconnect again, I did not commit this thing. Okay. I did not committed it yet. So let me disconnect this. I can disconnect from here as well. I have disconnected it. Let me reconnect it. Okay, this thing is there. Let me start it. Can see date of birth is not there anymore because I did not committed it. So what is the commit thing? But you can see the date of birth column is there. That means DDL is auto committed in the database, but DML, whatever DML we are writing, update any data, or we are inserting any record, we are deleting anything, that needs to be committing. I mean, you need to commit the thing over here by commit keyword, or there's a button over here as well. Okay, then that should be auto committed. Just like, let me enter anything over here. Update employee. Set employee DOB equal to 0, 0 to where? What I have put, sorry. Okay, just updating this part. Let me run this. Okay, that thing has been updated. If I close the command, I mean query window again, then that should be erased because I did not commit this particular DML. So I can do the commit either way. So I can run this commit keyword, or I can click on there, the commit current transaction. Okay, let me commit. I just ran this commit word. If I disconnect from the database, as I have committed, then whoever is using that database, that table, then they can see the particular data over there. Okay, it's present. So this is one kind of transaction control language. How we can controlling the transaction. This is commit, what we just covered, and this is where, I mean, when you are developing the code, you are building the GitHub, I mean, you are pushing the thing in GitHub repository, then you need to commit it. If you want that thing to be permanent, to be everyone, maybe you are doing a production deployment, then you have to go ahead with this commit keyword whenever it is required. Okay. Now, what is save point? Save point rollback. Let me do some multiple update command. Okay, let me quickly update. 87 for 2. Sorry, it's the absurd one. 1987 00. Okay, it's for 3. Let me execute this thing one by one. Okay, I have executed these 2. Let me quickly check it. So those have inserted. Till now I have executed. Let me save this instance in a save point. I mean, that should be temporarily stored. So that is the keyword save point. The save point, we have to give an instance name S1. Just like this. Let me run this. So till this transaction, it's been temporarily stored in save point. The save point name is S1. That is the save point 1. Then I'm executing this thing again. Now I can find, sorry. 1 is already updated. Let me update for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 employees' date of birth there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The date of birth is present over here. Now, if I want to rollback is another transaction control language. We want, I need the transaction, or I need the transaction at that save point. I do not need the last transaction. I have entered something wrong, so I want to get back to previous save point data. So we can use the rollback command. Rollback to S1. If I just execute this, then I can see that the 4th one is not available from the data. Okay, rollback I have executed. Let me run this thing again. You can see this 3 only executed. Okay, so this is the concept of commit. Commit is very much important. Rollback or save point main, I mean, that is generally not in use of the enterprises. I mean, for the developer, but you can also may see, or maybe some scenarios may occur that you need to do that thing. So TCL is clear.
Yes.
Okay. The last thing is there. That is DCL. DCL is data control language. For SQL, those are the important stuffs I told you. Those are, I mean, I segregated different aspects of functions. I mean, what are the languages? That is called DDL, data definition language. And DML we already covered. DQL we covered for 2 days or maybe 3. So those are the rest of the part. TCL is also been used for data, I mean, data analyst, but the DCL is not for actually us, I mean, who are working on top of the data analytics or data engineering. Rather, it's specifically who is managing the database. Because, I mean, when we are working in a company or working in an enterprise, then we are not going to manage the database, because database is hosted in a particular server, and database admin are there who will be checking that database. They will be checking the server as well, if any updates needs to be installed on the top of that server, or if any patching needs to be updated on database. So I mean, everything related to that one. So they will be checking that. But 2 main aspects are grant and revoke. So who are using the database? Because I mean, when we are using the database, we'll be raising access for the database to DBA. Okay, DBA will check our roles. I mean, for which role we should be having the access. Then based on that one, they will be giving us access whether we can create the table. If they give us the DDL permission, even then we can drop the table as well. And the database is being used by multiple users, multiple engineers as well in multiple functional area. So if anyone can drop the table and the thing is not auto committed, then that thing should be, I mean, this is a business, disruption. So that is not expected. So that's why to stop this kind of stuffs, we need to have this grant and revoke roles. So grant is, I mean, to give privileges. What kind of privileges? I mean, for a particular schema access, for particular tables access, or I mean, which kind of access? Just like it should be only DML, it should be only select query, DQL, or it may be the entire privileges, the DDL as well. So based on different roles and everything, DBA can grant those privileges. Okay, they just have to run from their console. They need to run grant DDL. It's like this, grant any create table. So this kind of code they need to run at their query window, and that particular person should be having the access. Okay, and the same kind, the thing is a revoke as well. If they want someone to revoke access, they do not need that access and they are misutilizing their access. So then DBA can do the revoke operation as well. But those are, I mean, those are called DCL, data control language. And generally, it's not with the data engineer. Just I touched that particular thing. If you face this thing in future, or maybe when you need to raise access for a particular database, then they can tell you the DDL execution, DML execution. Then you just have to tell that you need this kind of thing. Then the query should be fetched by the DBA themselves to run that particular steps. Okay, so we just covered most of the part on a high level. Not all the things in high level, some deeper levels we also have gone through for DQL part, select statement. But there are lots of things as well. You can learn over there in deeply if you want to go ahead. But you can try the same thing what we have taught over here, and if there is any stuck point, you can ask me. So as of now, we have covered the SQL. If any questions in your mind till now for SQL, you can quickly ask me.
No, Saptik.
Okay, then hope everything is fine. Hope we have learned well for SQL part. So tomorrow, I mean, the weekend is there for tomorrow. From Monday onwards, there will be different classes for Python. Maybe from basics classes should be there at first. Then on top of database, how we can handle the data by Python. We'll be learning that thing. And after that, business intelligence, why we are using that thing. I mean, it's on BI, business intelligence and all. Data warehousing, data marts, those concepts I'll be providing some concepts over there in next, I mean, those lecturers. And some cloud computation as well on top of AWS or Azure. AWS I'll be preparing over here as per my experience. So those are the rest of the part. Maybe next week we'll be covering for this course. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then I think it's fine for today. We'll be connecting next Monday. Thanks.
Okay, Saptik. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Bye bye. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.